You took me over, we looked at the propane situation. What sold me on the propane is the fact that the state of Florida is going to pay for half of it.
The state rebates him back 50% cost of that conversion back to him.
The $1 a gallon, I mean, economically I'm paying a lot for fuel, and I'm switching to the gas trucks for the maintenance reasons. Easier to fix, availability of parts. The fact that you can put the propane system on, pay basically $1 a gallon. It doubles the amount of time my guys can run, because if they run out of propane, they can switch right back to gas. So if I need to send them on a long distance, they don't have to stop for fuel as much.
Once the driver runs out of propane, they'll switch right over to gasoline. Seamless transition. Once he puts the biofuel system on CJ's truck will start up on gasoline for about 40 seconds to get up to running temperature, switches right over to propane. The driver doesn't do anything. It's an EPA certified system, so it does not void his vehicle warranty. He's out of state of Florida, which is awesome. There's a state incentive in Florida. The state rebates him back 50% cost of that conversion back to him. And shortly, we should be releasing the guidelines of the Volkswagen settlement that's going to be available to tow companies like CJ and others around the country to take advantage of the alternative fuel industry and grow their business using a domestic fuel source. The system alone is going to cost CJ on that V10 $94.95. The state's going to rebate him back 50% of that. $10,000 system, he gets back $5,000. He utilizes about 50,000 miles per year on that truck, which will equal out about 8,000 to 9,000 gallons of fuel. If he's saving $1 per gallon, $8,000 a year times 4, that's $32,000 in 4 years. His return investment is about 7.5 months. And that's a low mileage vehicle as far as the towing industry. Usually, on average, a tow truck is doing 80 to 100,000 miles, which you can equal to 12 to 15,000 gallons of fuel. If you're saving $1 per gallon, you're saving about $15,000 of fuel costs. That's just on fuel costs. You still have incentives, you still have rebates, federal rebate by using alternative fuel. You still have maintenance savings. So what Icom and UPass does is we bring everything together. We'll bring in the fueling infrastructure for you to fuel your vehicles. We'll bring in the trainer for your drivers. We bring in the training for your service techs. We're injecting propane as a liquid. So what a lot of people know is that, oh, well, I'm going to lose power. No, by using propane as a liquid, you're gaining horsepower, you're gaining torque, because you're running about 105 octane at all times. You're going in cold and wet, so you give the engine a cold charge. If you look at all the OEM projects today, what's really working with propane is liquid injection. And 99% of those systems out there that are liquid injection derive from the Icom technology. Having the fueling on site, you centralize your fueling, so now you don't have a driver sitting at a gas station for 30 minutes to fuel up. And you can also cover a lot more ground now that you have 2 fuel sources on board. So looking at the system here, we're actually using propane as a liquid. So as you can see here, you actually have actual injectors right into the combustion chamber, right next to the gasoline injectors. All we're doing is substituting the gasoline.
Is it like a nitrous system? Direct injection, drill a hole in the intake and shoot it in there?
Yeah, it's like that, but we have tubes in there that goes all the way into the combustion chamber itself, and it sprays right next to the gasoline injectors. This is actually the same size tank that CJ's truck will be equipped with. What he'll have is 47 gallons usable on this tank, plus his 50 gallons of gasoline that the truck will come equipped with. We are the only ones to have an external mounted pump. It's an Icom patent. We are the only biofuel liquid injection in the US market today. This industry has come a long way, and we have a lot to offer to fleets, especially to the towing industry that uses a lot of fuel. Icom Systems, we are EPA certified for Ford's 2009 and newer and GM's 2010 and newer. I have 130 dealers across the US like Mike, so you can contact Mike or you can contact us direct and we can steer you the right way where to go. We have several tow companies. We have Rosinia in upstate New York, Sunshine Towing down in Miami, AAA Northeast out in Connecticut, Apache Sands in Arizona, Auto Tow Inc. out in Denver. You just got to prove it to yourself. We're not saying, hey, let's go convert your whole fleet. Try one and see how you go.